street interview, Head or Heart. And today I have the pleasure to meet a great conductor. It's a she. It's important to say because this is still kind of a boy's business. Well, a pity. And here is Susanna Mälkki.
That's me. Hello.
From Finland. And it's a pleasure to meet you.
Such a pleasure.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
And it's a pleasure to perform with you. I had really a lot of pleasure with all the rehearsals.
Thank you.
And I find it's always a pleasure to perform and to work with women. Mm-hmm. I must be honest because it's a different energy, but I love it. It's just different. That's it. But it's super energetic. I find what you do, and it's also it's so creative and all the ideas, everything what you bring. It was a pleasure. It is a pleasure to perform with you. So I'm looking forward for the concerts.
Very nice to hear. You're sounding fantastic. It's
Thanks.
been really a gift to suddenly come to Leipzig like this, and wow, this orchestra.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But let's not talk about music. This is boring. So I go straight ahead with the first and most important question. Pretty simple: head or heart?
Heart.
Thank you. That's cool. Me also heart. And I know. Actually, this question was super stupid and not necessary at all because she's a fish. I am a fish, and it's the same day. She was born on the 13th of March, same as me. So actually I know all the answers, but I will keep on for the interview.
That's right. Just for the.
Hey, just a question. And my mind popped up because I didn't find anything. Do you have brothers, sisters?
I do have two big brothers.
Yes.
They are not musicians.
Okay. Wow. Cool.
Yeah. Right.
So maybe a lawyer and a doctor would be cool.
No, an architect and a researcher.
Wow. Really nice.
So they are the educated people in my.
Did you? Oh, because I'm a lonely kid, you know. I got no brothers, no sisters. I'm always asking myself, like, what were the typical fights you had as kids? Like, I mean, for sure you had really good rough fights with them, no? I mean, you're from Finland.
I mean, usually
you were
people say,
hot.
usually people say, "Oh, you were the little sister. I'm sure you were really spoiled." And I said, "No. I was not spoiled.
Oh, yeah?
It was made very clear to me that I would not play with the boys. I would be there, take her away." And,
Really?
Yes.
But did you punch them sometimes? Come on, be honest.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I was too small.
That's why she's punching us now. Joke, no, she's not doing, promise. Okay, but another question I had in my mind is, do you collect anything?
Do I collect anything? Oh,
Yeah,
not like stamps, but I...
Shoes?
No.
As a woman?
No. Actually, I should probably. I collect... It depends on what you say. I'm really fond of old recordings.
Okay.
And I try to have a sort of library of historical recordings.
Okay.
But those are not objects. They are on a hard disk, you know.
Well,
What
it could
else?
be that you collect LPs, you know, like
Vinyls? No,
vinyls.
yeah, no, not that. I buy all the interesting music books I see, but I never have time to read them.
Okay.
But they are there. Scores, of course. It's nice to have.
But you don't collect like elephants or whatever from each country you go?
Do you?
It's not about me. That was smart. She's smart. Okay, so actually not.
No, not that I can think of now. I'll probably think about this later this evening.
Maybe next time you're going to be here, I'm going to ask the question again. Okay, then let's go to another one. What sports do you do? I'm sure you do sports.
At the moment, I'm actually really bad. But what I have done is...
The question was not if you're bad, so just what sports you do.
No. Okay, you'll cut this.
I'm
Editing.
gonna cut it. No.
I used to do a lot of Pilates.
Oh yeah.
But then I stopped because I had a back thing, so I stopped for a while and I never took it back. But that was actually the greatest thing. To do your body is to study Pilates. I really recommend it to the musicians, and you know, it's fantastic. I walk. I'm not a runner, but I like long walks. I do hiking if I have good,
Well,
Randonnée, as they called it in French.
but from what I know, I think I can give you a recommendation what you should start. Because you are conducting in Lisbon.
I was.
But
tell me
I
anyway.
thought you
know
were a
good
guest.
teacher. I was there for 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you go back there, I love to surf. And this is impressive. This is really good for the body, for the shape, for everything ever.
But the winds in Lisbon
You don't need
must
winds.
be...
I'm talking about waves.
Oh, yes, surfing.
Yeah.
That is fascinating.
You should try it.
Ooh, yes, I would love to, but it's you need
I'm just
small waves to start with.
small waves, big boards. It's possible everywhere. And I'm just
very
honest. I
interesting.
find you to me you look in a really great shape. So go for surf.
That's very nice.
So.
Thank you.
And another thing is okay, if you have down days, down situations, or you
Never
feel
happens.
just never happen. Of course, no, because she's from Finland. They never tired. No, but how do you charge your batteries? Like, do you watch Netflix series? Do you
no.
listen to music, or you just go and sleep?
Sleep is the best thing, actually, because I notice that if I'm stressed, I lose my ability to sleep well.
Okay.
So then I know that I have to have a lot of what they call in English now me time.
Okay.
I just cut off the devices. I hide at home.
Yeah.
I don't meet anyone, and I don't. Honestly, you mentioned Netflix. I don't see how people can relax because that would just put more things in my brain.
Okay.
I'm not able to watch and kind of
Relax.
empty my brain.
Okay.
I like being at home. I'm actually really good in staring out of the window and just
this one I know.
let things sink down.
To put nice holes into the air.
Right. Yeah, quiet is really good because the ears. I usually have music playing in my head all the time.
It's funny that you say this because you live in Paris.
Yes, also.
Isn't it loud there?
Oh, it depends. There are some neighborhoods which can be loud.
Okay.
But Paris is great actually because when you're in the streets you have a feeling that it's very dense. But the city is built in a way that when you go into the building, there's usually a courtyard and you have, it's quite quiet inside the buildings.
Okay, but you're living in Paris,
Yes,
but you're in Helsinki.
that's right.
So this is a question which I had in mind. Like, why don't you live in Helsinki? You prefer to work there, but you live in Paris, which is a slight difference of landscape, mentality,
Climate.
Climate. Okay.
Also.
Okay.
Well, I moved to Paris 15 years ago.
Okay, long time.
And I started in Helsinki 6 years ago, and conductors travel.
Yeah.
And once I had established, Paris as a home base, I didn't think that I would need to move. However, I do have a little place in Helsinki because
Okay,
that's the city
of
I grew
course.
up in, and my family is still there, and
They live
so
there.
so it's nice
And a lot
to.
of things they happen there. Okay. So they're gonna be something blah blah. Yeah, let's move a little bit. It seems to be like they need some space. We need to move a little bit, but it's
They
nice.
came to
It's
see
also
Goethe, who is right
yeah,
there.
yeah. Ah, this is good. Oh, it's so cool. Okay, favorite dish.
Favorite
Now
dish?
it comes.
Oh.
Only one
Depends on-
dish.
Yeah, I know.
Only one.
That's the tricky. There are so many options.
Three.
Depends.
2, 1.
I don't know. Right now, salad niçoise is a good
Yeah.
classic. Yeah, but it's summer and hot. But I would say lasagna if it would be December.
This one I love it.
Yeah, that's good.
But which dish? Okay, let's find a way. We need an answer. A dish you can eat through all the year, which is good. What you like?
I like eating fish.
Fish.
Yeah, like general, but then white fish prepared. Maybe some capers, some vegetables on the side. There's one basic dish which I really love. It's the ratatouille, which is the French Provence vegetable thing, and it goes with everything. You can have fish with ratatouille, or
So actually, it's a kind of certain combination because I think Finland and fish,
we eat
there's
a
a
lot of
huge
fish.
connection.
That's true.
And then you go for the ratatouille, and there is the connection between Helsinki and Paris. That's it.
Exactly.
Ah,
Yeah.
perfect. It's so easy sometimes. Your idol. Actually, I need to precise it because I think you definitely had an idol in the classical world. But let's talk about an idol as maybe a personality, character, someone strong. And of course, I'm more interested if you had an idol who is not from the classic scene. It can be Spider-Man.
Yeah, oh, yes. There are so many incredible human beings in the history, But I don't know if idol is the right word. But, you mentioned earlier if you ever have problems, there's somebody, if I ever have a problem, then I think, okay, Nelson Mandela had bigger problems than I have. So it puts everything in perspective,
Of
there
course.
are personalities of this kind.
Yeah.
Lots of interesting people I would like to
Pick
meet.
one.
Oh my! You should have told me before that you're going to ask this because
sorry.
it's hard to pick one. What do we say?
Actually, you said Nelson Mandela. No.
Yeah, but it maybe it's a bit pathetic. But no, I think it's in the sort of philosophy of things. People who changed the world somehow, who went for their dreams. There are lots of fantastic women, who paved the way for other women also, and writers. I mean, composers.
Let's stay on Mother Earth. A name.
Mother Earth?
No, let's stay here in the here and now, and not in a general thing. You said women. This would be also cool.
Well,
like
exactly.
there are.
But names escape
Are
me.
you? Yeah, it's same me.
very, very-
I'm also super bad with names.
It's embarrassing,
What about, for example, just I don't know, Ella Fitzgerald?
Oh yes, totally. But
We
you
got
didn't
it.
allow musicians. But Ella is a different
I
one.
mean musician, like you know what I mean. Come
I know.
on. It
Ella
means,
Fitzgerald. Well, thank you for saying that because Ella Fitzgerald is the most amazing. Actually, if I
I
could
love her
sing,
as well.
if I could sing like her, that's what I would do.
You do sing not bad, huh?
Oh yeah,
Because she's singing in the rehearsal sometimes. You do.
I do.
Yeah, you maybe.
Maybe more than I should.
Oh, keep on, all cool. Okay, and because you said something about the world, like imagine, this is also a nice question I love to ask, is imagine you were God for one day. You have all the power, you can change whatever you want to change and do whatever you want. I mean, I'm not talking about the intonation, the viola section, but what would you change in the world to preserve, to make a better world?
Well, first I think we should fix.
No, you.
I would fix the environmental disasters looming.
Yeah.
So stop the world. What is the temperature raising? How is it called in English? Climate warming.
Yeah.
Global warming. It's
Global
called.
warming.
So
yeah.
I'll stop that.
Yeah.
Simple. And then we fix the famine. Everybody has food.
Good.
Education. How many things can I choose? One.
No, you can't. You are God. You can
course.
do whatever you want.
So
But
music
that's why
free.
I ask for only one thing to make it more simple, and then whatever you do after, it doesn't matter. But the most important thing is probably
I think
the environment.
Environmental. Grow back the tropical forests and.
Yeah. Just that's true. To buy a bit
I have
less.
7 days to fix all these things, right? If I'm God.
If you're God, you're gonna be able to do this within a minute.
That's true.
And and another thing is, is there any moment of your life, a moment, a certain experience or a happening, whatever, whenever you think about it, it gives you this, like this very special warmth heart moment, like something, like for me, for example, it was the moment of birth, my kids, and whenever I think about this, it's like incredible. Or maybe you stood once at the very top of the Mount Everest, whatever, and you kept this for life.
And you come back to it and you
exactly,
remember.
and it makes you immediately there.
That's really beautiful.
But these were my moments.
Yeah. Fascinating idea. Not that I can think of it immediately.
I guess many moments again.
Many moments, yeah, and it may be a special feeling, a connection to, well, actually music. Sorry,
Yeah.
but
No, it's okay.
Sometimes a piece of music can just make me centered.
Yeah.
That's really a gift.
Okay, then
we
let's
have.
say what piece of music. What could it be?
Oh, it can be the Siegfried Idyll.
Yeah?
Yes. Or
We had 3 weeks of endless walker.
I know, and I wish I had seen.
So let's put it like this: the Siegfried Idyll. This is gonna be
That's beautiful.
beautiful. And the other question which goes a bit hand in hand, is like, imagine the news gonna tell you tomorrow it's over. So, or let's say in 3 days, because you need some travel time. What would you love to do immediately, what you never did, but you have it on your mind, like one of your biggest dreams or possible thing to do? Maybe diving to the very deepest point of the ocean. I don't know what.
Before I die, you mean?
Before
Before I leave this earth.
Yes.
Ooh. I would probably first pick up the phone and call all my friends that I love them
Yeah.
before I do anything else. I think that would be nice to do.
This is what you do before the thing.
To fix any misunderstandings.
Yeah. That's wise. It's important.
What I would love to do, I would love to see the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
I've never been there. I would love to. There are so many things
Singing
I would
again.
love to learn to do, but it's maybe unnecessary.
What would you like to learn?
Like knitting socks.
Oh, that's nice.
Or these kind of home things, fixing.
And you know what? Because I think right now, because you're conducting with this specific stick, and if you have two of this, you can go for the socks.
Oh God! Yeah, this was maybe a confession I will regret later. But
Yeah.
no. But what would I love to do?
No, but it's interesting to learn something. Why not? I mean, like, what? Anyway, this is an interesting question. What would you do if it's not music? Like, imagine like it pops something up, something more interesting, or there is no conducting anymore, no music. What would you do?
If I had a little bit more than 3 days, I would love to learn horseback riding.
Oh,
Actually, I would love that. I've tried it twice,
yeah.
and I didn't fall. I'm just
Great.
fascinated by the telepathy between the rider and the horse, and all the, the information that you, especially in the beginning, you have no idea what the horse knows about you when you've been there for 1 second.
Yeah.
They are just so clever. I think this kind of thing is really.
should
I would
do it.
love to have time to, and I should take the time actually to
Just
learn
do it.
these kind of things. Yeah.
Just do it. Time is running. This is a thing I learned. And okay, let's go to the last point. This is a message for all the coming up musicians. Doesn't matter what instrument, what interest, but what would be your great advice for coming up musician? What to do to become a better musician, or to be happy with this type of career?
I think it's very important to trust your musical instincts.
Yeah.
That you, of course, there are always a lot of things to learn, and teachers can give you advice. But if there's something that doesn't feel right, then it's probably not right, and you can always find another way. And because interpretations are always a question of so many things and tastes, and if you're always clear that you can stand for what you do,
Yeah.
I think that's really an asset.
That's really great advice to all of you out there, because actually this is also the way I used to teach. I say, like, of course there are interpretation, of course there is a certain, not will, but the way of how composers wanted to be played their piece. But I think they all were so great that if they had the chance, they would actually create 10 different types of the same piece.
Yeah.
But they had only one chance. And that's why I used to say to all my students is like, actually at the end, try to play it like you want to play it. Even if it's completely not what's written, but this is gonna be honest, this is gonna be you.
And only you can do that.
And
Nobody
only you
else.
can do,
Yeah.
and this is gonna be really unique.
Yes.
Because the problem of a time today is, listen, there are too many recordings and too many already existing all types of interpretations, standard versions. And that's why just feel free and like,
enjoy. Remember to enjoy. I mean,
never
instruments
forget.
are hard, but never let that take out of the. Maybe the advice is when you're fighting with the technique or whatever. Remember to combine it with the pleasure.
Yeah.
That find a way of doing everything so that you can enjoy either the movement or the idea or something. It has to be connected to.
Or in other words, do the work out better, which is the technical part, and then make a cut. Don't think about it anymore, and enjoy, and use it as an instrument, and don't watch out too much, and make accidents, and so on.
Accidents don't matter.
No, accidents are cool.
The risk taking is so much more interesting.
It is. Any step out of the comfort zone is wow.
Yeah, it's not always. I mean, I think the important thing to know is that we've all made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah,
and it's like they say. I heard this fantastic saying is that great artists have huge waste bins.
Yeah, that's true. No, but I mean, this is the only way
you
how.
You try out.
If you want to get great, you need to do a lot of mistakes because this is the only way how you will grow.
Eliminate things and then little by little you do a little bit less. We still do some.
Hopefully.
Maybe you don't.
Of course I do.
I do too.
I love it. I love to do mistakes. But for now, thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Susanna. Looking forward for the concerts.
I am too.
And see you hopefully soon back in town. And now,
ciao.
time to go. Bye.